Your AI sounds like everybody else, and this is why. I'm Matt Goldman. Welcome to the Creative Authority Podcast. I'm a real estate agent with 12 years of experience who has started two businesses in two different markets, one using AI and one not. And I've learned a lot throughout this process. So the reason your AI sounds like everybody else's AI is because you're all using the same prompts and generic input to get the generic output. And that sounds really basic. And that's what I want it to sound like. I want to strip away all of the marketing BS that we as real estate agents are getting. Look, your prompt, no matter where you get it from, you're all telling it the same thing, to write this listing description, to do this thing, and it has no foundation to build on. So what I mean by that is there is a foundational layer that you can add into your AI that will help it when you give it a prompt. But if you're just going in and prompting, I'm a real estate agent in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and write a listing description for 123 Maple Street. It has this many bedrooms and bathrooms. It will pump out the same thing that if somebody goes in and says, I'm a real estate agent in New York City and I have a listing on 123 Elm Street. It has this many bedrooms. You're going to get very similar stuff. Alternately, if you're using it for any type of marketing content and not giving it a foundation to build off of, it's going to sound like everybody else's marketing content. And so there are a few things here that we need to unpack so that you can start to build your authority in your area. Because in a world where AI is everywhere, your authority is really your only differentiating factor, aside from yourself. But you are the reason that you're an authority. So, building a foundation. This is teaching your AI not just how you sound, not your tone, not write this in my voice. That's what we were told for a number of years, but AI has become sophisticated. We've become much more sophisticated in how we use it and how we understand it. It's almost like we're peeling back the layers of an onion until we figure out how to make this thing really operate in a way that we want to. So what we teach in Creative Authority is your mission statement, your decision rules, and your canonical voice reference. So your mission statement is for your AI, teaches it how you run your business, how you interact with clients, who you worked best with. It knows that foundation, so it knows then who you're speaking to later on. Your decision rules create guardrails of what your AI can and cannot do. And this is everything from generic AI fodder that you will get sophisticated language with no soul, or general AI tells like the double hyphen or an overuse of emojis, but also to inventing facts or using outrageous hype language or overly sales language if that's not how you communicate with your clients. Then your canonical voice reference comes in on top of that. And this is not just how you sound, not just what you say here and there, or giving it a couple of examples to pull references from. This is breaking down the actual architecture of your language patterns and feeding that into your AI so that it sounds nearly unmistakable from you. Once you have these three things in place, you can give it a prompt that everyone else is giving it, but then it sounds outrageously different than what everybody else is getting. So right now, if I were to put into I'm using Claude at the moment. If I were to put in Claude, I'm a realtor in Grand Rapids. I have a listing at 123 Maple Street. It's got this many bedrooms, this many bathrooms. It is going to get something that is so specific to how I would communicate that value to my clients that you could look at that next to the generic one that we talked about in the opening and not know that it is created by AI. It's a really amazing process that we've created over here. But why does this matter, right? That's the main thing about this. We're all being told to use AI. There's this outrageous thing going around of AI is not going to replace real estate agents, but agents who use AI are going to replace agents who don't use AI. There's an amount of truth to that. I hate all these talking points. They drive me nuts, but there absolutely is an amount of truth to that, because there is this idea that our clients are expecting us to become faster, more efficient, produce more for them on their behalves in a way that a lot of us can't if we don't have the infrastructure, the team, the finances to bring that team in and create that thing. But how is a solo agent supposed to do that? Or even how is a team member supposed to do that if their team isn't structured in a way to help them do that? You're expected to use AI. That's the cheat right now. But without understanding how to use AI, you're actually creating a generic playing field for people. And AI didn't actually level this playing field. It just made experienced agents who use it sound like new agents who use it also. And that's a dangerous place to be in if you are an established agent. So imagine this. You have a 14-year veteran in the real estate industry, and you have a first-year agent, and they use the same AI defaults. Their content looks identical, whether that be social media, whether that be listing descriptions or marketing mailers or anything. The veterans' experience, their depth, their lived experience, their track record, their earned relationships, all disappears in this generic output. You've earned that as an experienced real estate agent. Why would you not lean into that for the sake of speed? Your authority is greater than speed. Your authority is greater than multiple outputs. So your experience only shows up in that content if you tell that AI what that content is. AI doesn't know what makes you different unless you tell it what makes you different. So I wrote down a couple things here, and I want you to do these things. 1, write a paragraph that explains your specific approach to a situation that a newer agent would not be able to handle. Save that. That's your differentiation. Now, number 2, pull up the last 3 AI-generated pieces of content that you have. And you ask yourself, could a first-year agent have posted this? And if they could have posted, that's a problem. Your authority, your unique vision, lived experience is what makes you marketable as a real estate agent. Now, moving forward, take one piece of earned perspective. If you're going to post anything this week, take one piece of earned perspective and add that to everything that you post for this next week. And just see how it changes. And even if that means it slows your cadence of posting, then it's worth it to add that authority to it. The thing is, we are moving beyond the idea of posting more. We've been told this for years. You got to be posting all the time. You got to be top of mind. Got to be in front of people. Everybody is posting all the time right now. Everyone is fighting for that top of mind. Stop playing that game and using AI to play it, because that's what a lot of people are doing. They're getting their social media calendars and all of their posts and their calls to action. Everything is coming from ChatGPT, and it all sounds the same, and you just scroll through things, and it's ridiculous. If you're posting 5 pieces of generic content a week right now, if you slow down to 1 piece of authentic, authoritative content that only you could post, it will resonate and it will create more engagement from people. Because I don't care, you shouldn't care either. I apologize. I can't tell you what to care about and what not to care about. But it sure doesn't make a lot of sense to care about what your follower count is or how many likes you get. The thing that really matters is, are you getting messages? Are you getting engagement from clients who actually want to work with you? And if you're posting the same trash that everybody else is, then I'm assuming that the answer to that is no, you are not getting that. So start posting things that show your authority, your creativity, your lived experience in the situations, your unique perspective. And that is how you're going to get messages and DMs and engagement from your potential clients, your ideal clients. You can use AI to do all of this still, but you have to lay that foundational groundwork that we talked about right at the beginning. That's what we teach you to do at Creative Authority. So we have a training program that walks you through how to write your mission statement, your decision rules, and create your canonical voice reference. And once you have these three pieces and you plug it in to every project that you're doing, whether it be in chat or whether it be in Claude or whether it be in whatever you want to use, you're creating an environment that is significantly more aligned with who you are as a business person, as a person in the real world, and how you speak to people, so that the content that's coming out actually resonates with your ideal clients, if those ideal clients are resonating with you. There we have, that was a quick one for Creative Authority podcast this week. If you're interested in this type of content or this topic, DM me, message me, email me, send a carrier pigeon. If nothing else, follow, like, that all goes a long way to helping with the channel and help get this message out. I'm Matt Goldman. I am dedicated to helping real estate agents and humans alike use AI in a way that does not strip away their humanity, their creativity, or their unique voice or unique talents. There's a way to use this tool that really puts you at the forefront, and I'm dedicated to helping you understand that. So if that resonates with you, follow along, do the whole thing. So I will talk to you next time.